Hello, everybody. Chicago Patriot Prepper here. Let me start up with the sign of the cross, and I'll get right to the point here. Uh, there's been a lot of stuff has been going on in Eastern Europe. Uh, I mean, we got NATO is positioning itself along the borders with Belarus and all of Russian aligned countries. Okay, they're putting missile defense systems, air defense systems along the Polish border and along the Belarusian border. Uh, like I said, Poland and Belarus are. It seems like they're actually getting ready to gear up and go at it themselves because there's been a lot of problems with them from the last 2 years when they were trying to remember let all those Middle Eastern refugees they brought them in and they were trying to push them through Poland. Try to like undermine their economies. But these countries are they're just really getting ready to go at it themselves. Uh, Another word up there, Russia has called they issued an arrest warrant for Lindsey Graham because of some remarks he said that probably he shouldn't have made. That he's happy the Russians are dying, and I don't even. I mean, you're saying that, and the Russians that a lot of those Russian soldiers don't even want to have anything to do with this, and he's happy about them. So I really don't agree with them. So they actually issued an arrest warrant from, and apparently some members of the Russian political party and the media there that is obviously mostly controlled by the it's like Russian state TV is calling for the assassination of Lindsey Graham. Uh, And another note out there, there's a lot of stuff going on in those countries, like Kosovo. It was Bosnia, Kosovo, Serbia. There's a lot of conflict starting to grow out there. So apparently they had to bring in NATO peacekeeping troops to kind of like to help with the violence, and I believe 40 of them have been injured. I don't know what their restraints are, what they can do, if they can just stand there, if they just have to shield people from violence, or they could quell violence. But apparently, the Serbian military is going to have to enter that. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But NATO, it looked like they were being attacked with like rocks and baseball bats and boards and stuff like that. There were no like Molotov cocktails. I mean, they weren't really looking to kill anybody. They're just really pissed that they're there. Uh, but make no doubt, NATO is going to be pulled into this. NATO and America, they will be actually pulled into this war. Uh, Listening to Douglas McGregor this morning, he was the former NATO commander, and he was saying that this is what he said, there's about 10,000 Polish troops that are actually serving in Ukraine in Ukrainian uniforms, and that Ukraine has some sort of foreign legion. I don't know, how they used to do that. They used to induct people, like they used to have the French Foreign Legion, but and they've got about 7,000 of those troops over there that are actually fighting. And from what he said, it's like they're not really being affected by, maybe emotionally that what's going on over there. They're not losing their morale is high, maybe because it's not their country, but he said that they're the only one that have the really guts to go in. It's like they I don't know. It's like it's they're fighting for a different reason. I mean they're fighting to help the Ukrainian people, but it's actually a little bit different. It seems like from what he said, the Ukrainian people are kind of losing interest in this war because they're going hungry. Zelensky hasn't really not been making any public appearances to support the war and bring morale up. The defense minister, I haven't heard anything new about him. Or whatever, or Lloyd Austin's counterpart in the Ukraine, but make no mistake, we will be dragged into this war, NATO and America. And it seems like some of these officials in Washington, they at this time maybe they don't mind a fight because they won't be the ones fighting. they seem to be under the illusion that Vladimir Putin's going to walk out, in the battlefield with some kind of a white flag and say, "Okay, you guys win," that's never going to happen. Okay. But I'd like to thank you for watching my channel. I like that you please like and subscribe. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you so much. Chicago Patriot Prepper out.